Welcome back to another episode of A Bit Of. It's Rob and I on the couch.
I'm not here. I took a nap.
Okay.
This is gonna be all you.
It's me and a sleeping Rob and a sleeping dog who's on the floor.
Rob his dog?
Yeah. Playing Ori and the Blind Forest.
Honk shoe. Honk shoe.
It's the first time we're playing it in over a year. I'm getting my sea legs back.
His Ori legs back.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm asleep. I'm not here. Fucking
Not here.
I bought a new mattress
This isn't happening.
from the internet.
Okay.
It hasn't arrived yet, but I'm pretty excited about it because I haven't had a new mattress in 13 years.
What kind of mattress is it? A standard spring?
It's
spring?
It's not that I have a brand deal or anything, but if Purple wants to give me some money to have a brand deal, I will sell out. I don't even know if the mattress is good.
Yeah.
I'll sell out right now. I don't give a shit. Give me I want your money. If you've got money, give it to me. I want it. I got a Purple mattress. I tried it out at a local store, which will go unnamed.
Okay.
Because they're not giving me any fucking money.
Yeah.
Screw those guys. Selling mattresses.
Is it as good as they say that it is in the ads
I haven't
and
slept
stuff?
on it yet. I don't
Okay.
know. It hasn't come in the mail.
Well, you said you tested it out in a local store,
Yeah, I
so
didn't get
like...
to sleep on it, but it felt comfy.
Okay.
For the 5 minutes, I felt comfortable sitting in a mattress store, laying on
Did you strap
on a public mattress.
Yeah. Did you strap a bunch of raw eggs to yourself and then repeatedly slam your body into the...
Why would anyone?
That's their egg drop test. You haven't seen the commercials for them?
That's
on.
not how that works. Secrets.
Yes.
You don't strap the egg to yourself and then drop yourself into the bed. I just like.
Isn't that how babies are made?
I mean, in a sense, they're not chicken eggs, though. You don't drop them onto a mattress. You drop them onto a dude's wiener repeatedly, preferably on a mattress. But no, I went to it because I can't just. You can't invest in a mattress without knowing how it feels. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I mean, you're going to be spending at least a decade on it, hopefully, before you have to replace it again. At least that's what.
Do they have different like
mattress.
versions of the mattress, or is it just one?
They have a couple different ones. They had the store that I went to had 3 different models, but on the website they had like I think 5.
Okay.
So they have like the original Purple or whatever. It was just like this not latex material.
Okay.
And it felt too firm. I want a bed that's like sleeping, while floating in air. I want a bed that's like softer than the softest soft.
Okay.
So they had another one that was has like this weird like mesh grid on top with springs underneath it. So it's not like a foam pad or a latex pad at the top.
Okay.
It's like it's almost that same material, but it's like a honeycomb kind of shape.
Okay.
And like when you press into it, it just like it supports you a little bit, but it kind of just it's so light that it doesn't feel like you're really laying on much of anything.
Okay.
It's odd to describe. So I laid it on it in the store for I don't know 5-6 minutes, and I was like, yeah, this is soft enough, and then I immediately walked out without saying a word to anybody there.
Did Viv try it out with
then-
you, or was it just you by yourself?
Did I what?
Did Viv try out the mattress with you, or?
I just tried it out on myself.
Okay.
And then I dropped a couple grand on the website. I saved a couple $100 because I waited till like Black Friday.
Yeah. That reminds me.
I'm not in a rush to get the mattress. I've been sleeping on a garbage mattress for years, but my body is just like, please stop doing this.
That reminds me, I'm trying to get furniture for my one empty room, which I call my Spartan room.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. If you or someone you know builds custom gaming tabletop furniture that convert into a dining room table, let us know.
Yeah.
Cheaply, by the way.
Yes.
If you want to give us a gaming table for very cheap, Ives would be very grateful.
Yeah, right now I'm leaning towards just getting a regular dining room table and just using it for gaming because they're just way too expensive.
Yeah. That was what AJ had said too, because when he moved in, the last 2 times he moved, he was like, I really want to get a nice gaming table, because AJ and Marianne used to host game nights all the fucking time.
Yeah, and now they're dead to us.
And now they're not people anymore. They've just they're less than garbage.
Yeah,
They're trash garbage people. But he said that was the thing that kept him from ever getting it. Is that they're so overpriced.
yeah.
And I get it. They're custom made and everything. Whatever, fine. But
Custom bespoke terrazzos.
Yes, what you said.
There it is. Okay.
That owl's a dick.
He is very much so. God damn it.
You missed.
Yay, we opened the pathway to move forward.
I feel like that's this entire game. Opening the pathway to move forward.
It is. God.
What the why?
I'm trying to jump the other direction and sometimes it's just not responsive.
Like sometimes you're not responsive.
I'm not. I'm usually asleep when that happens.
What does that even mean? That doesn't mean anything. You missed. Oh, that's the other thing I was talking about. I was like, if we had time, and it was still the summer, like I'm pretty confident we could easily just build your gaming table ourselves.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I've got the tools for it. I just don't have the room for it. And that would be like a fun project to do. But it's also nice to just drop some money and like just have something you wanted already done with no effort put forward to it.
Yeah. I mean, some of the options they had on some of the custom gaming table websites that I went to were pretty nice.
Yeah.
But like, even the freaking simplest ones, like cup holders, were like extra $300.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's fucking... And like, you sent like 2 or 3 links to our group chat, and I looked at them. I was like, wow, I guess... Do the chairs match? And you're like, oh, they don't come with chairs.
Yeah, no.
I was like, what? For that price, it should come with like a sexual favor.
Yeah, seriously.
I was like, you gotta buy this gaming table. Like, the one that you had sent me that I looked at the most, trying to figure out how they came up with that price. That website didn't sell any chairs at all.
Yeah.
Like you'd have to go out into the world to find chairs that matched.
Right.
And that blew me away. I was like, you build up this company, and you make this beautiful website to go along with these beautiful chairs. I mean, beautiful these beautiful tables that you custom make, I guess out of a template. And then you don't have chairs to go with it?
Yeah, that really doesn't make sense.
What the fuck?
Especially for the prices they're asking. I mean, I get that the materials and the labor are expensive, but
Even standing tables that they sell for like businesses, for like corporations, like you and I have gone to plenty of different clients that are like high-end businesses.
yeah.
And a lot of the ones that I've been to that do have standing desks, those standing desks come with fucking chairs.
Right.
I have never seen a table sold without chairs before, and that drove me nuts, especially a custom one.
I'm wondering if, since office space may become much more available after the pandemic's over, if getting like a super duper cheap conference room table would be a possibility. Not that I would do that, but just the idea of
I'm
like
sure
checking.
it would. I actually went to one of our clients is shutting down, obviously, and I went out there to clean out our inventory of equipment, and they had those big rolling dumpster bins, and it was just filled to the brim with the office chairs and tables and like other like furniture that they're recycling it, but you know a lot of that stuff's just gonna end up in a landfill somewhere.
Right.
And like I'm passing this by and I'm just like, so how much of this stuff are we walking out with? And like one of the facilities managers was just like, honestly, whatever you want to fill your car with, just take it. No one takes inventory on a lot of their office furniture. But like I was looking through a lot of it, and like I don't need anything. My house is full of crap that I already don't use, so it's just like I'm not gonna
Seriously
waste my time with like a conference room phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pointless. But there were other people who were there who were just like taking like office printers and people who were taking conference room phones, which I thought that was the weirdest thing. Like, why would you need a conference room phone at your house? You already have your cell phone in your pocket.
Yeah.
And maybe a landline phone. Is your landline phone not... How many lines do you have in your house that you need a conference room phone?
Right.
Doesn't make any sense. Webcam. There were people taking webcams, which made way more sense, especially now.
God damn it.
Oh, dude. You were just garbage at this game today.
I know.
Do you want me to stop talking?
No, it's
Do you
good.
want to talk over your own play?
No, I just... the timing is a little janky because there's a bit of a delay on everything that I do.
I think the delay is your brain synapses.
It is. Alright.
What's the thing that's up there? Is that just a life point?
Yeah.
So you go up there and get the life point and then lose 3?
No, it's not a life point in the same sense as like a 1-up. It's a life point in terms of like upgrading your character. Fuck.
Now look at all the upgrades you're getting.
There we go. Like even on a landing, I can't be 100% sure that it's gonna work because I hit the button.
That was pretty cool, actually.
And like a second later, it reacts. And that's what's throwing me off.
Whoa! Good job. Don't you need that, dude?
Yeah. There we go. I have to just assume that I'm gonna land, otherwise it doesn't work very well. Like if I try to react to what I'm feeling, it fucks with me.
Because if you react to what you would think is going to happen, you're going to adjust in the wrong way.
And that's what keeps happening. I keep adjusting into danger.
Bam! Oh. Cool. Minions! I guess the story is not important to you, huh?
Basically, Kuro is the antagonist of the game. You don't really know why at this point, but she is trying to fuck your steez up.
Not my steez! That's cool. Oh! Oh! Bro!
That's right. Get the fuck out of here.
That was a dick move, dude. That owl's just standing there. You're kind of an asshole, Ives.
Whee!
Oh, cool.
I now have Dumbo's favorite toy. And I fully heal. Alright, so now I can do a cool thing.
Glide.
Yep.
It's the Wind Waker!
Let me see, I don't remember. Yeah, I have to go across, so... Whee! I'm so tiny.
This game's really pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that guy who speaks funny.
Sounds like Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah, you're right. I was trying to think of why it sounded so familiar, and I figured it was just because we played this game before.
Yeah.
It sounded a lot like Jabba the Hutt. Oh, is there fire?
Ah, fuck. God damn it. I can't even time the fucking... the shooty thing. The dash strike.
I don't know what you're talking about, and I'm just going to assume that you're making some kind of horrible joke against my mama.
Here, Jabba, we get it.
Ives,
What?
how was Amnesia Rebirth? Did you just finish it?
I did.
You were talking about it before. We didn't really finish that conversation.
It's okay. I mean, it's playable. The puzzles are pretty decent, and graphically, it's a lot better than the original.
I mean, that's one of the things that I look for in a game is that it's playable.
But it
That's
just
like bottom tier of important things. A game, you can't release a game unless it's playable.
as far as the horror survival aspect, it just didn't really offer anything. It felt like a very it felt like Myst with a small horror element added in just for flavor. Is what it felt like to me.
That's too bad.
Obviously, with like full action, sequences as opposed to a point and click, static, story-driven thing. But
So it didn't live up to expectations.
no,
And that's kind of like the going theme from I guess the internet. That's the reviews that I've read and seen on YouTube and stuff say that basically the same thing. An underwhelming but good prequel.
I think part of it is that because the original Amnesia was like such a breakthrough, in the genre of horror survival,
Yeah.
that there were higher expectations for this game coming into it since it's been 10 years. And it just didn't really meet those. So maybe it was unreasonable.
Those are really lofty expectations.
But it was definitely better than A Machine for Pigs, which I thought was just kind of bleh.
I thought A Machine for Pigs was like just a really just a patched in like continuation of the already existing story from Amnesia.
Right, but what I felt with A Machine for Pigs is that the game was surreal more than it was like a horror scary title. Like, yeah, there were pigmen in it and you had to avoid them to not die, but it wasn't really all that scary.
Oh. You made me scared.
Yeah, I made myself scared because I can't fucking see a goddamn thing now.
I enjoyed A Machine for Pigs. I didn't really enjoy The Dark Descent until like the very end. Like the last 15 minutes, I really liked that game.
Mm.
And then A Machine for Pigs came out. I was like, this was so much better than 90% of The Dark Descent.
Right.
Because like the whole of The Dark Descent, I was just like, when is the fun, exciting part going to happen? When is the interesting part going to happen?
Yeah.
And then A Machine for Pigs, like the whole game was like, all right, avoid the guys. Something is happening.
Yeah, true.
And Dark Descent was just, when is something going to happen? And then like the last 15 minutes of that game was, cool shit is happening.
Sweet. Okay.
Well, it's really weird. I get
Oh, fuck.
I'm on Instagram, and I'm kind of an old guy, like an old man, and I don't really get of a lot of things that the new kids are using with these fangled machines in their pockets. But I use Instagram to keep in touch with a couple folks that I just otherwise would never think of like calling or texting. I'm not on Facebook at all. I can't fucking stand that platform. So I use Instagram instead, which yeah, I know is owned by Facebook, but whatever. It's so much easier. Just be like, oh, oh, cool, Jake got married and he's having a wonderful life and he's a cool teacher.
Yeah.
Oh, Sean is doing great. He's making films and he looks handsome. It's shit like that. It's quick and it's easy for me to find out what's going on with people that I still care about very much. But I don't want to be like text or call and be like, hey, what's going on in your life? So Will, my cousin, has been using it lately to promote his podcast about death metal.
Okay.
And his podcast is doing really well, and it's doing really well because it's really fucking good.
Okay.
So he's been using Instagram lately, and I get the notification like, Heavy Hole Podcast is now live. I'm like, oh, cool, because it's Will. it's not just like some random dudes from a podcast that I have never met before. I'm like, this is my half brother that I grew up with.
Right.
And he's live on Instagram with his podcast. So I go on and check out what's going on. It's just weird to see my phone notification going off and be like, hey, your somewhat internet celebrity cousin is now live and chatting with random people from the internet from all over the world. I'm like, oh, this is really cool. But it's just funny to see him with his COVID beard.
Oh yeah, he hasn't shaved yet.
He hasn't shaved in a long time. And I mean, neither have I either, of course, because I don't have to go to work, and when I do have to go to an office, I don't have to maintain that sense of professionalism that I used to have to maintain.
Right.
But he's got this big, awesome, bushy metal beard and everything, and I haven't seen him have a beard like that since, like, right after high school. And it's just... I feel like Will and I both look younger than we have because of COVID and being in quarantine. I haven't gotten a haircut in almost a year.
Jesus.
It feels great.
Yeah.
I mean, you've still been shaving your head.
Yeah, I have to. I mean, for the first few months of COVID, I was doing my own hair myself, and it just was a bad situation, so...
I just stopped completely. I was like, fuck it. It doesn't matter anymore.
The problem is I go out in, like, public for certain things, events and whatnot, and for those I need to be somewhat, you know...
Presentable.
Well groomed.
Yeah. I mean, you still have friends, so... it matters more for you.
On that note...
So bored and lonely. See you guys later.
Do you want to take over playing for a while?
Absolutely not.